Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Go Game replay, and today we got something special because we're going up against the strongest opponent I've ever played against. This was just from a couple months ago, and I'm about 11Q, intermediate level, kind of like beginner intermediate, up against a 2 Dawn. I'd never played a Dawn level player before, and so I didn't expect to win this game, but how did it turn out? Well, let's dive into it and see. Black has the first move, which, I don't know, probably puts me at a disadvantage. No handicaps in this game. Probably could have used one, but anyway. I was curious to see how a Dawn level player would play, and knowing I'm up against a stronger opponent, like what can I do to try and mitigate that. But they take a corner with a 4-4 and a 3-4. So I do a 3-4-3-4, pretty standard for me. Black pushes up. I think I probably played a little more conservatively in this one, I imagine. I haven't gone through this since to see, and I don't quite remember how it played out. But and you can see here, like sometimes, you know, when they have 2 stones there and I'm playing those 2, sometimes with my third play, I'll play in here somewhere to try and squeeze this set of 2 stones. But in this case, I played out here, a much more conservative play to just try and lock this corner down, and then a big jump out here, you know, am I going to capture all this space in between? I don't know. We'll see. Might be a bit of a stretch. Black doesn't attack, though. Chooses to attack over here. Sure. Fairly safe. Okay. Nice play by Black there. So he's got 2 here. He pushes off, and he's kind of setting up his base here on the left-hand side, right? And you can see now with this stone here, one more play, like if he plays here or here, something like that, all of a sudden he's got most of that left-hand board. I'm curious if I attacked that. No, no, I mean, kind of. I indirectly attacked, like by pushing up this way, but I mean, it's not attacking this space, but I'm attacking this group a little bit. Black just ignores it. Interesting. That's a much bigger play. Good for them. And actually, you know, if we just take like a snapshot of this play or this game right now, we're 25 moves in, and just comparing the black and white stones. Look at white, look at how tight that group is, how tight this little cluster is, 1 stone there. Black has much more spaced out moves, right? There's huge chunks of space around all these stones. Like the framework that he's building is so much bigger, just bigger moves, right? Like he's trying to capture 3 sides of the board right now, and I'm like going for the bottom. So already it looks like Black is probably pulling ahead here a little bit. But there we go. We get a little more aggressive. We have a big open space in here with kind of the last big move left on the board. So we jump in there. Black pushes. Sure. We jump out. Oh, see, I like that. And you can just look at the difference between this setup here. He's got these 2. Which can still be exploited. I can still jump in there, I think. And there's a huge gap here, right? And this stone's kind of on its own. But just compare that now, whoops, to this. And how much more secure this upper corner looks now. Just with this stone, like jumping in here somewhere now just feels a little bit suicidal. I don't know. It doesn't feel nearly as doable as it did before. I could still probably try the 3-3. I could jump in here maybe, but it just, that extra play, like he's supporting this stone, and he just got a little bit of extra support in the middle, and he can use that to the left now. He can use it to the right. So I like what he's done there, as opposed to focusing on the corners. He's kind of working from the middle out, and I don't see that too often. Normally it's, you know, you build up your corner and then you kind of expand, right? It'd be kind of what I did down here. I built up the corner a little bit and then we pushed out. And he's doing the opposite a little bit. So interesting. And now the thing is, you have to kind of attack this, right? Because I can't just give up that whole top of the board. So we throw in the upper left. How's this going to turn out? Pushes back, sure. Push to the right. Already, see, this is a nice attacking play. How's that going to work? Because he's threatening to cut here. So I guess I have to respond by playing there probably next at, what's that, F16? Oops. Is that what happens? Yep. Because I don't want him to cut. Basically gave him a free move. He circles around. Not going to capture that stone. And oof, all of a sudden, like my attack in this corner, like look how surrounded I am already. Like the top of the board covered, the whole left-hand side of the board I'm covered. He's starting to sneak around this way. I'm basically in a net already. Like the chances of me getting 2 eyes up here now, slim. I can probably get one in here somewhere. If I'm real lucky, maybe I can get one up here along the top of the board, but not looking great. And he's also sort of strengthened the left-hand side, right? Like he's extended down. He's got this stone in here, so now all of a sudden, like this whole left-hand side is that's going to be Black's territory. I'm getting crushed. Let's just estimate the score just for fun. Black's up by 23 points already, and you can see like I got the corner. That's it. Black's got this whole left-hand side. He's potentially got the whole top. This down here is a little bit vulnerable. I can definitely attack that, so I don't know. Maybe it's time to do that soon here. Let's see what happens. Trying to live in the upper left instead. Okay, trying to sneak my way out. Sure. So you can see now, all right, like we're going to get an eye here. So we got one eye. Might be able to get another one here. Like there's a chance I can live up here. There's a chance. We'll see. I don't know how good Black is at attacking. I'm sure he's great. What's he going to do here? All right, attack the single stone. Sure. There's a chance I live up there. Black's trying to seal me in. I think I will live up there now, actually. Look at that. That's from the brink. But is it worth it, though? Like, I captured hardly any territory. I am alive. Like, I'll get an eye here. He can't kill us off, right? I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 spots in there. He can throw in, and I'll get 2 eyes regardless. So that's totally safe now. But we've sacrificed the whole, like trying to make this live. We sacrificed that left-hand side. And now Black's got a nice strong wall here, which he can use to kind of counter with this wall on the right and just capture all that space in the middle. So sure, we lived, but we're getting crushed at the same time. So I don't think this is going to be a super long game, to be honest. I think I resigned this one early-ish. Again, over here, like, I'm doing enough to live. Like, I have a little bit of a framework. We got some shape. We'll get a couple eyes in here. But again, in doing that, Black strengthened this wall, which is just going to play off this wall. Like, we can't throw in there now. We're, like, considering how this attack went, like, if we throw in here, we're going to be toast. So we've essentially given up this to get this and get this. Not great. But here we go. A new attack. We're threatening that cutting point. I'm assuming Black will address that. Yep. Push down. Completely kind of a useless play. Push over. Sure. Yeah, we pushed a little bit in there. Like, we definitely pushed Black back. We're trying to keep them contained in here. And it looks like we're going to capture a nice bit of territory there on the bottom. We might have actually made up a little bit of ground here. Let's check the score now. Black by 33. Never mind. We've fallen further behind. And it really is this chunk up here. The computer recognizes, like, the chances of me throwing in up here and living, not great. Black's too strong up there. He's not doing great down here, and we did capture some of this, but overall we've just been slowly falling behind. All right, so Black is strengthening the left-hand side of the board. Oh, you can see what he's doing here. Now he's pushing it to the middle, and he's taking this and he's just pushing it this way, right? So he's keeping me contained in here and just expanding this. He's got this strong wall over here. I mentioned that a couple times. Same thing over here now, and you just capture everything in between. Threaten to push through. He seals me off again. Threaten to push up to the corner. Seals me off. Safety play. That was a nice play right there. That was a very conservative, like, hey, let's take a moment to make sure this whole wall is safe and protect this cutting point. But now it's virtually guaranteed that Black has all this. And now we're going to be like 40 or 50 points behind. Yeah, 38 points. Not great. Okay, so we're going to expand up in the middle. Like there's quite a big chunk up here, but black can kind of, he's got a little line here he can play off of. He's got a wall here. He's got a wall here. He's got here. Like as soon as black kind of like puts a line in here somewhere, like all this is kind of circled and he's got it. So long story short is I'm getting absolutely dismantled by a 2-Don, which is pretty much what I expected, right? Spinning into the middle a little bit, sure. This is, oh, and he cuts into my space there. Ouch. Take the kill, sure. Oh. What's he doing up here? Remember, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm totally safe up here. He can't jump in there and kill me. But now, he's put me into Atari. I have to respond by playing here. Ooh, and then if he plays here, oh man, I think I'm down to 2 eyes. That was sneaky. He's just been saving that because this, like, no actions happened up here for ages, and he's just been baiting me into thinking that was fine. Meanwhile, that's going to be dead. Now if I check the score, man, that's probably going to... computer's still showing it as alive, but I don't think that's the case. Ugh. Sure enough, we have to put him in Atari, but now... Actually, no. The fact that he ignored that... Because if he played one more... Actually, no, that is still alive. What am I talking about? Because I can play here and kill him off, but I was thinking if he played there now, I would play here and I would kill those two, but then I'd still have 2 eyes, so that's still fine. I think, unless he plays here. I go here. No, I'm still fine up there. Yeah, I don't know why he did that. I think that's still safe, right? Like that's, I don't think you can kill it off. But now we have a co-battle going on over here for some reason. I don't understand why he's doing that. Sure. Interesting little battle going on there. I don't show... Is he trying to kill my eyes off? What do we got here? Oh, am I dead down there? Because... Yeah, I think I am. Because I'm not going to get 2 eyes out of this. I can kill this stone off, but then I'm going to end up with only 1 eye. And then what? I kill this stone and go here. Yeah, I think I'm totally dead on this right-hand side of the board. Ah, man. We do get some of the middle of the board. Yay! We got something. Interesting how he's willing to sacrifice these little 1 stones once in a while, right? And he's a couple times where he's just clearly got a bigger, sort of a grander plan in place, and he doesn't mind just losing a stone here or there. And now, look at this. We're 144 moves in. I'm way behind, and I'm like, hey, let's take a shot up here and see what we can win. Can we win anything? What do we got? I highly doubt it. Yeah, look at that throw in. That's nice. I think he's... Oh, there we go. And I was 153 moves in, and I resigned. Let's check the score. What do we got? Black by 88. Yeah, so I was alive up here. He did completely kill me off on the right-hand side of the board. I didn't have a chance up here either, so... not great. I had 3 little bits of territory. I took the bottom right-hand corner. Took that early. We did get a nice chunk here along the bottom. That's a pretty good-sized group. And got some of the middle of the board, and we managed to barely stay alive up here, and that's it. And then black ended up with like a monster group, right? This is, I think black's basically just got 1 group, but it is huge. That's all black's minus my little group that's living in the middle of it, so. Oof. Smoked. Pretty much what I expected. It was interesting though, like looking at the early parts of the game, you can see how his moves were so much bigger than mine. I just had tight little moves in the corner, like trying to win some space down here and making sure I'm safe. Maybe I was playing a little bit too safe, actually. I don't know. Maybe I should have been throwing into these gaps a little earlier, or just attacking that space earlier just to cause some chaos, but ultimately black would have crushed me anyway, right? Like these battles over here, like he can read this board so much better than I can, and like these life and death scenarios, he knows exactly what to do compared to me. Clearly a much better player, so kudos to Chen and his 2-Don skill level. Well played. Kind Kind of fun though. It is fun sometimes going up against a player like that. That is way better than you, because that's how you get better, right? You have to play better people to get better. So I don't pretend to really know what I'm doing here at all. I'm still learning. If you're watching this, I'm assuming you're still learning too. But maybe you're just a couple levels behind me, right? So like that's how you get better. You just watch someone that's a little bit better than you. What do they do differently? How do they attack? How do they defend? Pick up some tips and then incorporate that into your own game. So, fun game. It hurts to get beat that bad, but playing Dons is fun. I should do that more often. I should find. I don't know if I could find a game against like a 9 Don. Those are pros. They're not going to want to play me. So anyway, fun game. We'll just wrap it up there. Make it short and sweet. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. And what's the strongest opponent you've ever played against? Let me know down in the comments. Give me a shout and we'll chat. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Let's go.